40,000 homes are without power in Northern Ireland after Storm brings heavy rain and high winds.
And good morning. Storm Amy has brought gusts in excess of 90 miles an hour across Scotland and Northern Ireland. It is now tracking towards Scandinavia, but as you can see, it's still going to be a very windy day across the UK.
40,000 homes are without power in Northern Ireland after Storm Amy brought heavy rain and wind gusts of nearly 100 miles per hour in exposed areas. Flights, trains and ferry services have been cancelled and hundreds of schools closed. Weather warnings for further wind and rain remain in place across the whole of the UK. Our reporter Barry Caffrey has more.
This was the centre of Glasgow yesterday, a collapsed building as Storm Amy swept in. A car crushed, drivers urged to avoid the area. Amy, the first named storm of the season, has brought with it heavy rain, high winds, damage and disruption. Today, heavy rain and wind gusts of nearly 100 miles per hour are expected in exposed areas. An amber weather alert where flying debris could pose a risk to life has been issued for large parts of Northern Ireland and the north of Scotland. ScotRail has said all services into and out of Glasgow Central will be suspended until at least 2 o'clock this afternoon. Network Rail Scotland said Storm Amy had hit parts of the country much harder and more quickly than expected.
You need to take into consider how safe you feel if you are driving that conditions, that you are safe as an individual, that you've got sufficient kit, i.e. warm jacket, you've got sustenance, you've got water.
In Northern Ireland, about 40,000 properties have been left without power and all train lines have closed, while both airports in Belfast have advised passengers to check the status of their flight with their airline before travelling to the airport. The Met Office has issued a yellow warning for wind for the whole of the UK until this evening. A yellow warning for rain is in place for Scotland and Northern Ireland until midday. Storm Amy has packed a punch, and the storm force weather and warnings to take extra care last for much of the weekend. Barry Caffrey, BBC News.
All of us looking at those images, Simon, some pretty dramatic storms happening. Just is it clear where it's going and how bad it is?
Absolutely, yeah. I can show you the track of the storm in just a second, but these are the strongest wind gusts that we've seen through yesterday evening.
So when I was walking into the office this morning, I felt I was being really buffeted here in Salford. I don't know kind of what miles per hour.
Yeah, but well below this.
I can't imagine 96. That would knock you off your feet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, these are really powerful, dangerous winds. In fact, for Northern Ireland, in Magillion, sorry, yes, it was the highest wind gust for Northern Ireland in October, actually. So, yeah, some really notable wind gusts there across mainly the north and the west. But all of us are going to see some really strong winds through the course of today. Now, this is the track of Storm Amy. It is now moving across the North Sea towards Scandinavia, but we still have lots of isobars on the charts here. Still some very strong winds expected. The most powerful winds have now cleared away, but it's across northern parts of Scotland where we could still see gusts of 60 to 85 miles an hour. And this is where we've got this amber warning from the Met Office continuing until 9 o'clock this evening. So through today, damaging winds still expected, particularly the further north you are. Heavy rain and showers. Disruption is likely to continue throughout the day.